Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is AJ and today I'm going to be sharing with you my review of How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather. And this is what the cover of the book looks like. It is really pretty. I liked it. I actually picked this up as an ebook, so there is no back of the book for me, but I feel like it was very fitting, especially with it being based for a Salem story. And when I think of Salem, I think of like rainy, dark, ghostly witches, things like that. Normally what people associate with Salem because of the Salem witch trials. So I really enjoyed the cover and I felt that it was very fitting. And what this book is about Sam Mather. She is a teenager in high school and she finds herself moving back into Salem with her stepmother because of a tragedy with her grandmother passing, and then with her father getting into some kind of accident from just basing it off the summary without going too far into it, based off of an accident. And so she finds herself moving there and she's never really quite fit in and she doesn't really know, but it really sticks out in Salem because of course not only is she a Mather, she also has to deal with the fact that some of the descendants never actually left Salem. So there's a lot of prejudices that are happening and she kind of falls into what is a modern version of the Salem witch trials, which is really cool. And I really enjoyed all of the characters' interactions together. There wasn't a character that I was like, oh, I really wish you weren't in this book or anything of that nature. They were all truly really good characters and well-rounded to me, and I enjoyed especially Sam's connection with her very close friend in the book and kind of sort of maybe possibly a romantic interest, Jackson Merriweather. I really enjoyed their conversations back and forth. It was hilarious. Kind of really reminded me of Bella and oh my gosh, Bella and Jacob, sorry. Bella and Jacob. I was thinking it, but I wasn't saying it. Anyways, I really liked the chemistry between them in the Twilight series, but this really, I love them together. And then you have Sam with Elijah, and Elijah is the ghost that is in this story, and I adore how Mather has written the corporeal forms of the ghosts and allowing for them to choose whether or not that they can pick something up or they can materialize and do whatever it is that ghosts do when they're not around. I really enjoyed that because I really hate seeing it and you're like, oh, you have to get really angry or really upset or they can't do anything. So I really do enjoy her version of ghosts, and I really like the relationship together. Even you can see where he's the older kind, of course, because he's a ghost from the Salem trials, so you get to see the difference in kind of how their minds kind of click together because of the time, the era difference of how they are. But I like them together, and I also like the fact is that while Sam has two boys that she both likes, she's not like stuck in like the weird triangle. Sorry to bring up Twilight in this review, but anyways, it's a very good example. But not like the triangle that was formed with like Jacob and Edward. So I really like that because the Edward and Jacob triangle is something that I don't like in young adult books. I think it's really ridiculous, even though I know that it does happen in real life. I hate to read about it. I feel like life is a little more complicated, so it's not exactly like that, but you see it a lot in young adult books. But anyways, I digress from that. I do want to share that the book was evenly written. It had a great start, climax, and a great like cliffhanger to let you know that something's still going to be going on and there's a second book. And I really did enjoy the villain. I never saw who the villain was coming. I seriously thought that it was one character. Totally not. I don't want to spoil it. I always keep this review as spoiler free as possible, but I really enjoyed who the villain was. It blindsided me, so that's an amazing. That adds like extra 2 stars right there, because usually you can tell pretty quickly who is the true bad guy in kind of like the supernatural genre. That usually comes very quickly, but Mather did a really great job of making sure that we were kind of on the edge of your seat figuring it out. So I really did enjoy it. I love how easy this book was to read. It took me about 2.5 days to read this book, and it gives me very high expectations for the second book. And for this book, I would give 10 out of 5 stars. It was that amazing. So I definitely recommend this to you. And I will definitely be reading the second book, which is based off of the Titanic. I love the history of the Titanic. I loved the movie that came out. It is amazing, and I really hope that this book, the second book, is as great as the first book was. So I hope that you've enjoyed this review, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, bye guys.